Hi guys, good afternoon and welcome right back to my channel. Today is a very wonderful day because we have a very special guest with us today, and he's going to help us by introducing himself by himself.
Okay, my name is Mr. Akpewe Obakonowe. I'm a counselor.
Okay. How long have you been practicing?
I was called in 2015. Going by the BPF calculation, that should be 8 years.
Okay. So the first time you started working as a lawyer, how was it for you?
I would like to use it was interesting, but it was not encouraging.
Okay. So,
and do I need to go into details why it was not encouraging?
Yes, of course.
Of course, the answer is not far-fetched. What the same thing every junior lawyer encounters.
Today's topic is about now that you've been called to the Nigerian bar. So what are the steps that you think, apart from tutelage, because I think I've done something like that in my last videos.
Okay.
What are the things you think a lawyer should do immediately after being called to the bar to stand out, like to pick up fast, like to start making it maybe tiny as a lawyer? What worked for you?
Good. First, I want us to narrow it. If you say, what should a lawyer do to pick up after being called to the bar? Do you mean in respect of the law or monetary wise? Okay,
the business of the law. The business of the law. Maybe the business of the law generally.
Generally, I've always had this mindset that for young lawyers, in short, for even some old lawyers, the practice alone cannot sustain you, especially at that early stage. Maybe later on it will be sustainable, but practice alone at that initial stage cannot sustain you. That is the exact reason why I used the statement that it was interesting but not encouraging. You see, imagine a lawyer has to, of that school of thought that a lawyer has to always look good, not the one with. So for you to keep that up, for a young lawyer, I don't think you can bank on the pay or the stipend you get.
Yes, okay.
So that is why, whenever I have the opportunity to tell lawyers this, no matter how small, you see that side hustle, you should have it. In short, in your own case as a lawyer, because as a lawyer, you are considered to always do better than others.
Yeah,
side hustle,
expect too much.
Exactly. Side hustle now is like a usual thing for every Nigerian. Okay. So as a lawyer, it should not just be side hustle, but side hustles.
Oh, okay. They say stream of income is okay, but
yes. More.
3, 2, 4 is always better.
That is it.
Okay.
I know, yes, I admit that while I was in my NYC, then I didn't have so much time to do some side hustles.
Okay.
Because then I attached myself to a law office, a good small law office where I could learn.
Okay.
So I didn't have so much time for small hustles, but not as if I didn't do any.
Okay.
I did some small investments, especially those what are they called? Those small businesses.
Okay.
Owned by some of my friends, those who delved into farming already. Okay. I just did my small investments.
Just give them money and told them.
I was getting returns.
Because you dealt with people that have
they are my friends. It's getting returns. Then other kinds of small hustles, because proud to then I had already delved a little into the downstream oil sector.
Okay.
At that time. Even before that was my final year. That's when I delved into that.
Okay.
So then I was a member of IPMAN already. And so I could really hit the ground running.
Okay.
This is about not putting all your eggs
in one basket. That's it. I think most lawyers don't have good financial training. They are. I don't know how to put it to sound nice, but most people don't know anything about money. They see money, they eat money, and they believe that money would come. They are not ready to plant, to cultivate, and all of that. And they are not willing also to read about the money.
That is true. You wouldn't blame everyone. You wouldn't blame them. Some is their upbringing, some they don't even mind.
And some people think money is a bad thing. Money is the root of all evil, so they see it as evil. Having money is bad.
That makes me laugh. Just like I said, what did he say? money is not everything.
Well, that's a topic for another day because that's actually a vast topic.
I agree.
But
you should earn sufficiently before you talk about that.
Yeah, at least get the money.
Because it is nonsense. You know, it's nonsense. When you say money is not everything, it's nonsense.
Money is actually not everything.
It's not everything.
Yes.
But when you don't have money, you should not say it because it's nonsense coming from your mouth.
You should have the money first
before you say so.
And then say that money is not everything.
I'm saying I should earn sufficiently before you say that nonsense.
Before you say that money is not everything.
That is it.
Okay, so the things you did, you said something about side hustle. We know the RPC, we will say that the RPC is restricting us, but I also know that the RPC did not say that you should not go into farming. I know the RPC did not say, I think what the RPC actually said is don't be in front of the business. Okay, so find other ways that you can make money. Other people are doing things. People, if you check people that are rich, they don't just stay in one stream of income. It's always better when you have more than one streams of income. That way you can easily learn. That way you are not just staying there to what am I saying? That way you can easily learn. You can easily say no to some clients that you don't want to work for. So how did you sieve out clients that are not willing to pay? Like family and friends are very entitled to you being a lawyer. How did you sieve such people from yourself?
I would say by knowing them.
Okay.
Knowing them. You know who are your friends. You know those who are your family. And you know those who are just family for name calling, for formality.
So that they will say, I know a lawyer.
Yeah. My family, my loved ones, the real ones. It was not hard dealing with them.
Okay.
Because even I deep down in me, I knew that yes, I'm supposed to oblige them in some of these things because they were part of my upbringing at that stage. So, which I did, the little I could. Trust me. Even before then, these persons, many of them already had their lawyers.
Okay.
Just to encourage me because I was coming up, and it was even more like me saying, "Don't worry, I'll do this one for you for free."
Because they have done something for you. They have done something to warrant you doing something for free.
Even me saying that, most of the times they even wanted to pay for it. And I can remember very well that I did pro bono case with my dad about 2. From the third time, in short, those 2 steps, he was still trying to. Sometimes when I'm going to court, take this. But aside that, he was paying me. And he would ask me, what do other lawyers take when they are doing this kind of thing? He was paying me.
Because he wants to encourage you. I think what we take out from this is that people that love you want to see you grow.
That is it. And they will encourage you
in whichever way they can. But people there are people that are parasites. All they want to do is to just keep on taking. And if you're not careful, they will actually drain you and you'll not have anything left.
That is even for my dad who is entitled to say,
yes, I trained you in school. I trained you in school. And those people that will not pay anything are the first people that will call you charge and bill lawyer. So if you don't want to be insulted, better take your money because your knowledge is your trade. What you know, most times Nigerians don't even see what you do as a lawyer for them. So what do you actually, how do you show them that this is what I do for you, this is the value I put on the table for you?
Build them. It's not for you to show them. The work will show itself.
Okay.
Just build them what you put in. Charge for it. Because if you don't, these people will still be the ones to go around and say, this person collects so amount. Go to him.
Give him 5,000.
And then you start building that kind of clientele base. Very important. The act of billing is another important thing to learn in practice. If you don't know how to be, sorry, you suffer. There are some old lawyers that are good in the law, but you don't see it.
I would say they know the law, but they don't know the business of the law.
They don't know the business of the law. You should know how to be. Like my former principal used to tell me, one of my mentors, he said, know how to bill. The billing part of it is a major part of this practice. Chief he used to say it all the time. And when I'm at bills, sorry. And it shows you that, this is good work we're doing for you. If you don't like it, and that lawyer bills this, that lawyer bills. Please go to that lawyer bill.
Actually,
why are you here if that lawyer bills that?
It's true. It's true, because they know once you start taking peanuts, people bring peanuts to you, and people that can actually pay you well have friends that can pay you well too. So that's where we come to when we say that we can now talk about networking, because the people you know will actually take you to the next kind of set of persons that you will know.
Sure.
So if you keep taking peanuts from people, they'll keep showing you friends that will pay peanuts. But if you know how to build well for your job, of course you do your job first, but after doing your job, please take a payment for your job. Money is not a bad thing. If you work for it, take your money and then spend it wisely. Now we have to talk about lawyers and their dress sense. Do you think it has anything to do with the profession?
It has a lot to do with it. A whole lot to do with it. Because I don't see myself going to one lawyer looking like what I do not know. I don't know, because I like to respect the profession. I respect my colleagues too. So I don't want to use unprintable names, because that is the only thing that comes to my mind now, talking about lawyers that they don't come and looking good.
They wear green, white.
That is your business. Don't joke with it. Imagine you go into somebody's office. Let's take it law aside now. Just look for any other profession. You go into the office and it's looking like a trash house. Very dirty and kept. Will you go back in there?
Of course you won't.
I tell you, some lawyers' offices are like that.
Yes, they don't even wash their curtains.
So then how do you expect me to... How do you expect...
How can you be calling dollars when your office...
Exactly, when your office is like this. Who are you talking to? Did you just find out about dollars?
And you want to use me and practice.
Don't you understand?
I get it.
So, when you look good, you appear nice, your office is okay, when you call the money, the client will say, this person is worth it.
Yes. And then when they have serious things to do, let's say they have a meeting at Aso Rock, they wouldn't want to take someone that is not looking
that's not presentable. Exactly. Very easy. That's very not presentable.
They won't want to take the person.
Because you're going to speak for them. You're their mouthpiece.
Yes.
Look at, they dress all good, and then their mouthpiece is looking shabby or tattered.
They won't take you seriously. That thing that they say about the way you dress is the way you be addressed is really very true.
Applicable here.
It's very true, and you need it. Just imagine the president, someone coming out to run for the office of the president, and then the person is looking somehow. You will not even. I'm not saying that you must be wearing Gucci and other things. I don't even know if I pronounce it well. But you should look good, whatever you have. Yes, that's
the word for lawyers now. Fit and proper. Actually, fit and proper. That's it.
Okay, in this legal profession, what do you have to say about the kind of people you associate yourself with? You know, most lawyers say there is no money in this profession. However, in this same profession, people are making serious money and living large from just being a lawyer. So what do you have to say about association, like the kind of friends you keep and all of that?
That principle, I would like to use the general one. It applies even outside the law profession.
Okay.
Generally, you should mind your company.
Okay.
They are the ones that can build you or even bring you down.
Yes.
You should mind it, including in law. Please avoid gossip. In law, please avoid gossip. I repeat again, avoid gossip. I know why I'm saying this. I will not go further. Then, you see, your friends in law or outside law, they are the ones that really build your client levels.
Okay.
Then, take for instance, I used to have a friend who's a lawyer of like minds.
Okay.
That is very important.
Wholesome relationship.
Yes, that's it. And then when he traveled, he had some clients here. They said everybody started coming to me because he referred. You see it. Then now, imagine if they came and the person they are saying is somebody entirely different from that guy.
Yes, of course they'll run away.
You see, they'll start wondering. Even himself will not refer them,
It's true now, so that you know dent his image.
You see it.
So that you know dent his image.
So that networking part is very germane. The kind of friends you keep in and outside the profession, it's important. Don't take it for granted. It's important. It's what will make or mar you in life generally.
Okay. So we've learned that first of all, you should learn how to charge. Don't play with because the only thing you have as a lawyer is your knowledge. Don't play with it. Even when you want to write letters, you should charge for it, and make sure you collect your due from whatever work you are doing, your network, and also the way you dress. Is there any other thing you tell a new lawyer that you just been called to bar?
Let me mention side hustle. I think I did.
Oh, yes.
Very important, because I'm this kind of person that when I get somewhere, I look at everybody there, assess them, and see, especially when there are persons who were there before I got there.
Yes.
Assess them and say, will I like to be like this by the time I'm of that level? If no, sorry, this place is not good for me. If yes, then I start learning. When I even came into practice, especially in this Wariba branch, I was assessing the major, the really senior lawyers. I saw some of them that, yes, they're worthy of mentoring me.
Yes.
Whether knowingly or unknowingly.
Unknowingly, yes.
You see, this man, the SAN Opoku, he was the chairman of the body of benchers at 2014, 15, thereabout. The man, I admired his business sense. You wouldn't believe that for a man like that, this man has businesses aside his law office. That's for somebody like that. And now you're telling me the RPC says you shouldn't do that?
I think we should just so
not to be the front of it.
Yes.
I agree. That is what he did too. He has businesses. He diversified, and he paid.
Yeah, he didn't put all his eggs in one basket.
That's it. And he paid. Then another thing too, lawyers should. Some lawyers are doing that already, but there are not many. What they should do is they should find a way of letting go, not take this practice or their law office as a family property.
I think it's pride too. I think it's pride that is also causing these things, because they want to be called the law. I'm going to court every day. I'm carrying
What is there in the
10,000 books, and
What is there in the law?
how can a whole me? I think it's pride.
Look at our what's it called? The former NBA national president.
Apata.
Just yes. The man said something that got me amazed. He hadn't been to court for over 20 years.
And he's did you hear how much he pays his lawyers?
In his office.
Even those
He's making it big.
Obviously. They're not
And
talking
he actually allowed people to come in. They allowed chef, not just him. He has partners. That's another thing. You see some lawyers just wanted to hold on to the office like a sole proprietorship.
Actually, what happens is that big minds learn from each other, while small minds compete. When you see someone that is better than you, I think you should learn from them. And then instead of competing, then when you can collaborate, because it's someone that will take you, according to my boss will tell you that it's someone that will take you to Aso Rock. You won't go there alone. You won't go there alone. So you need to learn how to network, learn from people, and don't compete with them. Everything is not about competition.
No, it depends on how you call it. They call some healthy competition, and that's what they call some.
Yes, but that's why I said everything. There are people that, if you are looking good, or you wore this shirt today, I must buy.
No, that's not healthy.
Yeah, of course it's not.
That's not healthy.
So don't allow anybody to take you for granted. Make sure you make the most out of this. After all, your parents paid the school fees, and you know it was not funny. You read all through the night and day, so you should benefit from it. And we should also not have survival mindset. We should also build, so that we are back to what he said about having a side hustle. You can only stand your ground when you have other things giving you. So is there any other thing you want to say to them?
Nothing really, just the basics. Try to focus on it while you're doing that. See how you can carve a niche for yourself. It is very important. Don't say this is how it has been, because that is the main reason why we are where we are today. That is the main reason why we are even doing this session, because a lot of persons have stood on the existing protocol which they've met, which is, you must suffer and learn. You must suffer and learn. They don't put people through in a way that can benefit them. They feel this is what I went through.
So you must go through it. That's wickedness, actually.
You must go through it.
That's wickedness.
You understand? So you just carve a need for yourself. Don't say this is how this person made it. This is how this person made it. This is how this person made it. So you must go through that way. No.
And as a lawyer, you have so many ways of making money.
That's it.
You have so many ways of making money.
Drafting,
yes.
What's it called? A lot.
Even
Drafting,
ordinary letter writing.
Jobs.
Yes.
A lot as a lawyer.
Let me not even call it ordinary. It's not ordinary. Letter writing. As in
a lot.
I think you told me a story about you making 200,000 from.
Okay. Yes. That was from drafting a letter. I charged as small as 200,000. So about how many years back? Some years back. Then I was much younger in the practice, and
you see,
so many of my colleagues, especially my mates, at the time I call mates, they were shocked. How did you do this? Because even agreements that is what that amount for you to charge, they were unable to charge it, and they wonder how I managed to get it done. It's simple. I stood my ground, and I knew the input I put into that letter. And I also knew what that letter was going to do for the client.
So, which means you should not, and you told them the idea, right? Which means you should not, you should charge for your ideas. I don't know how much I'm going to say this. Charge for your ideas. Those people in the National Assembly and all of that. It's the ideas that they bring to the table. Most of them don't, but some of them do bring the ideas. That's what we pay them for. That's what Nigerians pay them for. So charge for your ideas. They are not for free.
Your idea is your property. I see lawyers defending what's called music stars and all that, saying intellectual property. How about your own intellectual property? Have you protected it? As long as I did.
So it's either you are learning or you are earning, or you can be doing both.
Yes.
But don't ever lose out on both at the same time.
That's it. So that's just my basic advice. Law practice is interesting, but not encouraging for young guys.
Yeah.
So for young, I think guys suffices now, because men and women in the law, they are all men. So I can say for young lawyers, that's it basically. So you can make it encouraging for yourself. That is why you have to carve that niche for yourself, and not stand on existing and obsolete.
Because Nigeria of then is not Nigeria of today. Nigeria of then is not Nigeria of today. And you should know what you want for yourself. Know how many years you want to stay with someone.
That is it.
Then know when you want to go. You should have a plan for your life.
Know how to forecast.
Yes, he that fails to plan plans to fail. That's how they say it. Alright, if you have any other question that you might want me to ask, you can write it down on the comment section. Remember to like, subscribe, share, please. That's the way to, as I always say, to encourage me to continue doing this. Alright, till I come to your way next time.